So new backpacking trip today. I'm in Zion National Park in Utah, and I'm going to be backpacking the Southwest Desert section of the park. And it's a section that apparently almost nobody comes to. And I can see why. There's two trailheads here, and both of them are before even the town of Springdale, which is before the southern entrance to the park. There's no signs that say this is Zion National Park. There's just trailhead gates. So I'm going to be doing an overnight backpacking trip. I'm doing a loop. This was kind of a last minute thing. I was at an event in Nevada, and I realized it's only a couple miles away from Zion, which I'd never been to. So I got a last minute permit. So I'm going to be doing a loop through this southwest section, which means I just did a 3.5 mile road walk. But this entire area is absolutely gorgeous to drive through, to even walk the side of the road. I mean, there's the cars, which are not fun, but this particular hike was described as not as amazing as the national park, but I'm going to flip to the front face camera. It's all good. I'm going to show you. It's very pretty. So this is the trailhead. That's the gate right there. There's not much signage on it besides no camping, but this is what you're surrounded with. So this is Highway 9 coming in from the west, and then going this way is towards the town of Springdale. Beyond that is the southern entrance to the park. But like I said, I'm not going to be disappointed with this. This has been absolutely gorgeous already. So I'm heading up the Coalpits Wash Trail, and I've got campsite number 4 for tonight, which should be by the spring. It's the only water source on this. And then tomorrow I'm going to be taking the Chinle Trail back down through a petrified forest. So that's going to be fun, to my car, which is at the other trailhead. So it's already pretty cool. I'm really excited for this, especially since it was such a last minute thing. Just walked a little bit further down the trail. Apparently there is information. It's just a bit off the road here. So this is the Coalpits Wash Trail, and I don't know if you can see this map down here. I am starting here, Coalpits Wash, gonna go up and come over here to campsite number 4. Coalpits Wash Spring is there. It's the only water source. Then tomorrow I'm taking the Chinle Trail through the petrified forest down to my car. And all of that is this way. Still pretty early on in this trail, but it's starting to open up, and you can see some of those beautiful red rocks in the distance. Should be getting closer to them as I do this hike. It's just following a wash up all day today, and it's afternoon, so it's not going to be that long of a hike. Again, I already hiked about 3.5 miles to get from the other trailhead to this trailhead, and I'm okay with getting in my sleeping bag early tonight because the ranger told me the low is supposed to be 22, so I should have the gear to hold up to those temperatures. I packed in extra thermal layers and sleeping liners and stuff like that, but I have a feeling I will be tucked into bed pretty early tonight. But in the meantime, while the sun's out, it's still a nice temperature, we can enjoy these views. Yep, we are in it now. Got these beautiful sedimentary rocks surrounding me at the moment, and I've got the autumn foliage in front. Mostly everything's dead. You can still see there's a telephone pole, so we're not even really that far into the trail, but this sedimentary rock surrounding me is spectacular. And around a little bit, and as you can hear, it's probably windy, but this section, from what I read, is way too hot to hike during the summer. So I'm probably a little bit late for the sweet spot of when it's not too hot and not too cold, but this is beautiful, and it's really, I haven't seen anyone, so it's nice and secluded. And this is a national park on a holiday weekend, so definitely enjoying this kind of out of the way pocket of the park. It's a fantastic sign. Entering Zion Wilderness. Okay, a little bit further up the wash now, and things are starting to narrow. So it was a little wider before. I had to kind of look for the rock walls, but right now I'm kind of surrounded by them, and there's some dark-winged birds up there. They kind of look like ravens, not vultures, thankfully. But this is looking back the direction I just came from the highway, and this is the other wall. So I assume it's just gonna keep getting narrower the further I go up. Alrighty. Oh, look at this beautiful sight. The wash actually still has water. So the ranger said the spring would be the only place that had water, but clearly there's some water flowing here. Not much right here, but I've definitely passed other sections where there's a decent amount of water flowing. So it makes for a good sight, and you got some of the fall foliage and beautiful rocks in the distance. As you can see, we're a little bit narrower in the wash now. The sides are a little bit higher above us. This is actually, I'm not sure if it's pronounced Scoggins or Scoggins Wash. It's a parallel wash to Coalpits Wash, which we started out hiking. And I guess you can take both washes kind of up to where we're going. I've just been following what looks like the most maintained trail, most obvious and maintained trail. It's taken me up Scoggins, so maybe that's the official one. I'm sure you can probably go all the way up Coalpits as well. I mean, literally we're just following a wash. I'm surprised there's a trail on the side at all. But getting closer to the part where I'm gonna climb out of the wash, and then I am just heading towards my campsite in the spring. As you can see, I've climbed out of the wash now. That is Scoggins Wash down there. Down at the bottom, kind of over here, there was a sign that said Old Scoggins Stock Trail. So I assume that's what I'm on, but I am climbing up an elevation now, and hoping to make the junction with the Chinle Trail. There's a beautiful sight right over here. And then up the Chinle Trail junction, I will head back in the direction of the Coalpits Wash, where the my tent site and the spring are. So heading that direction right now. I love it when I see trail signs. It means I'm doing something right. So just came from the Scoggins Stock Trail down this way, and tomorrow I will be going to the Chinle Trail down this way. But now I'm heading back to Coalpits Wash, which is this way. Still heading up towards Coalpits Wash, but this is the trail that's in front of me. I'm right next to campsite 3, which is this spot right here. But sometimes you need to stop and actually look around, because this is what was behind me. All of this. And then more of this. That's so pretty. And I will be getting that view again tomorrow morning as I'm heading back down this direction. Okay, I have hit campsite 4. It's clearly in an area that has seen fire. You look all around. All these trees have been burned at some point. But, okay, campsite 4 is this way. We use the actual trail, and we will see what we have. Coalpits Wash, I don't know if you can see, there's a little dip, is right down there. So hopefully this is overlooking it. I can see the campsite marker coming up here. Come on, good view. That view from 3 was pretty fantastic. You had to step outside your campground to get the view, but it was pretty awesome. So here's 4. Yeah, pretty exposed. Probably be setting camp up there. Gonna have to really stake my tent down tonight because of the wind advisory. And over here is Coalpits Wash. So yeah, pretty good view. Obviously not the view from 3, from just outside 3, but this isn't bad either. A lot of campsites I've done in the past don't have views. So looking out here, this way we have the red rocks, and looking this way from the campsite, we have these beautiful red rocks. So pretty nice. I'm going to set some stuff down here and continue on to the spring itself and then come back. So I'm back down in Coalpits Wash right now. There's plenty of water flowing in the wash itself. I'm not sure if there's an actual spring source around here. I looked around a little bit. There's nothing that was super obvious, but I don't think I need an actual spring source because there's pretty decent water flowing right here, and there's a little kind of waterfall type thing feature that makes it easier to collect water right there. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So just gonna hang out in Coalpits Wash for a little bit, collect some water, and then head back up. And campsite number 5 is right over here. I don't know if you can see the little marker, but if you're looking at campsites, that's campsite 5. Look at this. Look at the sunset colors on the rocks. This is from my tent. I'm all cozy inside my tent right now, but that's looking out that way. And then these rocks are so red right now. But I finished dinner. I'm inside my tent and getting warm, pretty cozy right now. So tomorrow I'm going to be taking the Chinle Trail all the way back to Chinle Trailhead, and and getting some more good views of those beautiful red rocks, and walking through a petrified forest. So right now in my tent I've got all my winter gear here. I'm very cozy at the moment, and we'll see how that lasts through the night. But what a beautiful spot to watch the sunset light on the rocks. I'm looking at it right now. It's beautiful. But once that goes down, I'm going to snuggle up inside all of my layers and then try to get some sleep tonight.